Hey everybody, this is prisoner A30506 reporting from my prison cell at Facility 5, with my bare feet shackled permanently with welded shackles, as you can see in all these videos. So this is the weekly digest, basically, that's posted to YouTube. It's just going to go over quickly on basically what happened over the last week. These videos you're watching don't have any sound because they're actually clips from the actual daily vlogs that I post every day at patreon.com/facility5, because I would be double talking over myself since I'm talking in this video you're watching right now because it's a daily vlog. So just a reminder, I have to pay for my imprisonment and I'm running out of time here, okay? So if you like these videos, you want to keep seeing them, you like the story, the background, all to find out what I'm doing in my daily life in prison, you can go to patreon.com/facility5 and get those updates daily. And I'm not just talking daily videos. I'm talking like I post real time what's happening in my cell, and there's conversation, there's people asking questions, I'm answering questions. It's just, there's a lot of interaction going there, and we're really building a community over there. And I really, really appreciate the people that are willing to throw down a minuscule $5, or some of them are paying more for the additional ASMR videos and stuff like that. Those are videos that basically show, they're the same videos for the daily vlog, but without me talking over them, so you can hear the chains, you can hear the sound of my the ventilation system in here and all that fun stuff. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm not trying to be a jerk, not trying to get money out of you. Well, I am, but not just to get your money. There's a purpose to this. I want to show the rest of my cell. I want to interview other prisoners, and then you'll be seeing other prisoners, filthy bare feet and shackles, and all that fun stuff, and their backstories. There's a lot that I need to get done in here, and it's taken forever for me to get permission from legal for all this stuff for obvious reasons. There's a lot of privacy and security issues and all that stuff that need to be worked out. So if I can't stay here long enough to get to that point, then you're never going to see those, and you're not going to see my feet in shackles anymore, because they're going to kick me out of my prison cell. And this is my home now. This is where I live, right? So I'm going to be evicted if I don't get outside support. And because of the contract we have, my girlfriend, the power of attorney that's required to have me imprisoned here for real, gives her not only ownership of me, but ownership of everything that I own. And she's basically taken my house. She's replaced me with a new little slave girl that she has chained up in the shackles that I was wearing before, under the contract that I wrote for us to enslave me. And she's already made it clear that I'm not going back there, so I could be homeless if I get kicked out of this prison cell. So that's why I'm really desperate to get as much money as we can in here to keep me locked up for as long as possible. And at the same time, you get the satisfaction of owning a piece of my freedom, right? Because if you're paying for my imprisonment, you're keeping me locked up. You own me for that period of time that you paid for. So that being said, and I hate saying it, I wish I had unlimited money and I could just stay here locked up forever without any outside help, and I would just be posting all my daily vlogs to YouTube, getting thousands of views instead of the handful of views that I'm getting now on Patreon. It's more than a handful, it's getting up there, but it's not where it needs to be yet to keep me locked up indefinitely, and that's the goal, is indefinite imprisonment, which doesn't mean I'm going to be locked up forever. It just means that I'm staying even, right? So that I'm not losing time, I'm just staying where I'm at. That's kind of where I want to be. But actually I'd like to be going over that, but for now that's my goal. So anyway, to start this, this is the first toe cuffs video that I posted. Toe cuffs, I had to have my girlfriend send these from outside, and they cost me a lot of points. Each cell has a point system allotted to it, so it limits how many things, personal items, you can have in your cell. And these are considered sex toys. And also someone pointed out that I also get a handcuff key with these, so this might be have something to do with that, where there's a security concern that cost me extra points. And yeah, so toe cuffs anyway. This the first part of this week, Halloween ended. They removed all the Halloween stuff. I was really sad about that. I was going through major consolidated confinement withdrawals, and I went into counseling. I came out of counseling. She gave me melatonin so I could sleep better. Then she also pulled me off of mandatory labor, so I'm not doing mandatory labor now, which means my feet are getting cleaner because I'm not getting stained every day when walking in the hallways and standing barefoot in garbage juice all day and soaking them and then getting them stained on the way back. So there's that. And then I reached 63. So the first part of this week, I was totally obsessed with this prisoner, which I'm calling 63. That's the last 2 digits of the prisoner ID. His feet were chained to my feet for 9 days during my 3 months in consolidated confinement before my furlough. I saw a girl's feet posted on the PCN with the Halloween tattoos. Everybody was posting pictures of their tattoos on their feet. And it triggered me, and I went a little nuts, right? I went completely obsessed with his feet. I didn't like him that much when I was chained to him, but now that I'm out, they've become every moment of my life, right? And his backstory is super interesting. He's been barefoot his entire life, like never worn shoes ever. He remembers the moments where he got a foot fetish and a bondage fetish when he was 2 years old. There's a whole story about that where someone told him he had really cute feet when he was little, and he just ran with it and just pushed his feet into everybody's face, and just it became an obsession with him to get people's attention to his feet and get him, he trick him into touching them or rubbing them and stuff like that. There's a whole backstory, and that's all being posted on my daily vlogs at patreon.com/facility5 if you want to know his backstory. He was enslaved at 12, actually started slave training at 12. He signed his first contract at 16, and then he signed his final contract at 18, and he's been heavily shackled, chained. He wore ankle shackles, wrist shackles, a collar. It was all chained together. He's not allowed to wear clothes as part of his slave contract, so he's naked in the prison as well. He's not allowed to have a uniform thanks to his master. His master tortured him a lot, kept him in a cage for a year, used electrical torture, forced him to do hard labor, completely naked outside, which he has proof because his ankles and wrists were pale white when we first met, which is his natural color, and his whole body was tan, right? So super interesting. And I got obsessed about him and his feet, right? So I'm already going through consolidated confinement withdrawals, and I came back to my cell and from counseling, and I went on the internet and started searching tons of pictures of feet that look like his, posted a bunch of them on Patreon so you can see basically what his feet look like. They're not perfect. There's this person that I found has feet that are pretty exactly shaped and sized just like his, but the soles of his feet are really soft. His feet, because he's been chained up and enslaved for so long and he's never worn shoes, his soles of his feet are really thick, insanely thick and tough. So anyway, that happened. 7 came into my cell, and he got kicked out by the system, which was really weird because he was taking video of my feet. He wanted to capture it from the time that I stopped going to mandatory labor, and he wanted to capture over time how my feet got cleaner, right? Which they're getting cleaner. And he got kicked out. Apparently, because I went to counseling for this consolidated confinement withdrawals, I've been placed on restriction. Can't do PPV. I can't go to another prisoner's cell, and the prisoner can't come to mine. And this coming right as I get a hold of 63. 63 was unreachable for 5 days, I think it was what it was. I was just constantly trying to reach him on the PCN. And it turns out he was on PPV with another prisoner, and he just doesn't go on PCN while he's in another prisoner's cell. He gives them all his attention. So we got together online, sending pictures of each other, feet, and he's completely naked, which is a little awkward at first, but I point out later that he's got very feminine features. He's very soft, right? And he's really small. So anyway, if you see him from behind, naked, you'd say, wow, that looks like a really cute girl. He's got really long blonde hair. He's got blue eyes. he's problem is just got a penis, right? So and I'm not gay, so that's where that comes to a halt. But anyway, you can see also Legal finally gave me permission to do a shower video, so that landed this week too. Because I redid a video. I think last week I showed my feet on the metal grate, but this is me actually completely naked and showering. So anyway, I'm restricted, no PPV was 63. And then I freaked out and asked for counseling again because I'm begging Jess, my counselor, to give me permission to have him in my cell because we had a lot planned. I want his adorable bare feet on me 24 hours a day, and that's it. So this week's going to be starting with, because my girlfriend has been talking to my therapist, and my ex-girlfriend, she was wondering why I was going naked in my cell because 63 wanted me to go naked on the videos, and I'd just been staying naked in my cell. And I told her that he's not allowed to wear clothes, so he just felt more comfortable, and also he likes to see me naked. That I've been going naked pretty much 24 hours a day since I found him, right? She thought this was really interesting, and she's basically made me mandatory naked now. So not officially, so they're still going to bring a uniform to me, but she's watched, third parties can watch us in our prison cells. I mean, they own us, so they can watch a stream from our prison cell, and she says she's going to be checking up on me, and I'm not allowed to wear clothes right now until further notice. So that'll be more next week. So again, patreon.com/facility5 if you want more information about all this. I'm posting daily videos over there. I'm posting pictures. I'm posting, updates on what's going on in the prison and answering questions. There's a community going on there. It's got some really great people that are dedicated to keeping me locked up, and we need more. So please join us over there. And if you don't, well, if you do, I'll see you tomorrow in a video, or you'll see me tomorrow in a video. If not, then you'll see my shackled bare feet in a week. I'm probably going to try to get these landing on Saturday from now on, so probably Saturday morning, because I have a lot of Europeans paying for my imprisonment right now, so I moved my release time to the morning American time so that it's in their afternoon. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week, or hopefully tomorrow on patreon.com/facility5.